Deep Dive Gaming.
Hello people, and welcome back to Deep Dive Gaming. I'm the Mariner, and this is Fallout 4 with Sim Settlements 2. Here we are at Fallon's department store. Before we get into our city plans, I'm going to turn in the Say Cheese quest, so I can turn in the picture of Teresa so I can get the outfit for myself.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey there. You get that picture yet? Or are you looking for a bit of one-on-one convo with yours truly?
Yep, got it right here.
Hey, what do you know? Knew you could get it done. Let me see it. Oh, damn, this is good. You got a real eye for photography. Hey, how about you keep the cam, huh? If you snap a picture of an outfit you think will look good on you, come on by and I'll see if I can replicate it. And hey, I really do appreciate the help. If you want to stop and shop, may be able to give you a discount.
Alright, so let's step back and we'll wait for the quest to update, and then we gotta give it a minute before we can turn anything else in.
Looking for a new getup? Stop on by. We got looks for all styles.
We should be able, once he says that line, I think we're okay. But we'll give it just a few seconds more.
Welcome to Fallon's department store. Looking to buy?
There we go. Okay, so we can turn in photos.
Here you go.
Now that's an interesting look.
Not Connell's style.
Hey, you have a style? Since when?
Then all we gotta do...
Looking for a new look? Fallon's department store has just what you need.
Barter.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Check this out. Fresh in.
And then what we are looking for is the evil detective outfit. So I'll go ahead and purchase that. And then I'll step over here. All we need is a haircut and we're good to go with the complete new look. But I will do that off cam for next video. What we'll do is we'll head to Sunshine Tidings Co-op and get the city plan going. I've unlocked the location because I realized I hadn't done it earlier. And as soon as we approach, it should finish up. All we gotta do, all we should need to do is just walk up to the crowd here.
Alright everyone, pull those thumbs out and grab a hammer. Let's see if these ASAMs live up to all the hype.
And then we'll just go ahead and say yes, tear it all down. Because if we say no, never mind, we don't end up using the box of ASAM sensors for Hubert. And things get a little weird. We have to use our own ASAMs at that point. So we'll just go ahead and do it now. And while we're flying through the sky, I will mention that it's probably good to unlock Sunshine Tidings before you get to Who Can ASAM, because there are ghouls here and bugs here that will attack your settlers if you don't clear it out ahead of time. And there seems to be some weirdness with the interactions there, so it's best to get the bad guys out of the way before you start this. Alrighty, so one last thing and then this quest is complete, and that is talk to Stodge, and then we'll dig into the city plan itself.
Hey.
Well, would you look at that? The ASAMs worked exactly as you said. I suppose I owe you an apology. So, sorry.
Alright, and so we get a signal to listen to Jake's frequency, and then we can go to town. There we go. This plan is set. So before you do this, if you want to have a different setting for this settlement, it's probably best to come in here and change your involvement here before you arrive and allow the city plan to be implemented. I did not do that. That's why you see city plan, or the plots building on their own. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually back up, and I'm going to, before I come in, I'm going to change the involvement, and I'll show you the difference. So bear with me for just a second. Alright, we're back at Fallon's. While we're here, we will go mod config, Sim Settlements 2 gameplay, and under city building, we will select involvement, and we'll put that at full. That means we have control over the settlement, not necessarily the mayor. So we'll pop back over there, and I'll show you the difference. And the reason that I'm doing it this way is because there are certain skill sets that these unique NPCs have that don't necessarily get assigned properly with the no interaction, no involvement. So with involvement, we can kind of better regulate who gets what and where. So,
all right, everyone, pull those thumbs out and grab a hammer. Let's see if these ASAMs live up to all the hype.
Alright, and we'll do tear it all down again, and then it'll smash cut to us after we've talked to Saj the final time and completed the quest.
Sorry.
Alright, so he's just apologized, which is something you wouldn't expect to hear from him. So, as you can see, nothing's building. We have everybody just kind of standing around, picking up the pieces, listening to Jake's private frequencies. We'll do that in a little while. It'll be a few episodes down the road. We want to get into our city plan stuff. What I want to show you is caravan plot. Here is the only thing I'm really going to change from the city plan. This is a basic city plan that was baked into the Sim Settlements 2 mod itself. So I kind of want to show you what it builds, and then I might make some changes further down the road. So first things first, I'm going to choose the building plan. It's still going to be a caravan plot, but we're going to use the one that gives us the ability to do logistics. And we're going to summon old Paul. Actually, we'll go ahead and run over and grab him really quick. Just so that we have good relations between the different settlements. Not enough resources. We'll have to look into that next. There's that. Okay, so just a quick review. We've got some commerce going on in here, and a recreation plot over here. That's basically, looks like it's just for happiness, which is fine. Morale is always good. And then we have chem station. We don't have anything in here, but in the next, we get a house here. We get a residence here, and I'm going to pull him off of the dead air. There we go. Now, next we have up here another. This is going to be one of two water plots. We have a water municipal plot set up here. Also got a power armor station. But we've also got a water plot. Oh, I should also point this out. Hang on just a second. But we have a water plot set up down behind the shack down here. And the defense plot right here. Next to the outhouse, conveniently. And then we have a radio beacon. You get a radio beacon with every basic city plot. We got a generator. We got industrial, organic. We've got inside here. We've got machine parts, which I do have unlocked. Rare materials, which I do not have unlocked. And then we have windmill. And then we've got some more recreation, another recreation plot here. Residence inside there. Residence here. Recreation plot here. And another residence inside there. And then power plot, of course. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to assign our people. So we discovered that Lashes here, I'll show you, if I do a scan, she's actually got an 8 perception. So she's perfect for water. So I'm going to grab her. She's actually good for food too because of the endurance. But I think she's the one that I've got she's the highest perception I've got. So I'm going to set her up on a water plot over here. And then we will work out who to assign to the water plot upstairs, up there. Let's see, who else do we have? I have not looked at Gibbs' talents. She got nothing. Okay, so she can be whatever she wants. And we'll have to train her up. Now we got the robot. El Roboto. He's going to be in charge of organics. But he has a really, really high perception. So let's actually, instead of doing what I was originally thinking, we'll go ahead and assign him to the water plot up here. Get that taken care of. This city plan may be, this settlement may be an exporter of water, which is fine. Alright, so that's set up. And now, here I'll address these. So we got some floating power conduits here. So I'm actually going to go over to the workshop here. And I'm going to go to Manage, Power Tools, and we're going to go ahead and wire this place up. So, gathering items. Once it starts gathering, you'll start wiring things up. And while this is doing this, I will say, I tried this under none, and everything did get wired up. And this wire, I think I could probably bag it, because there's a lot of wiring coming around this way. And yeah, so I can delete this wire. It is not helpful in the least. Cool. Alright. So we got a radio beacon. I believe that's powered now. Let's double check. I'm tripping on a boat. Yeah, that is powered. So we should be getting more people now than we started with. I will show you this in case you want to know. Stodge has some good stats. He has intelligence at the very least. So he has good intelligence and good agility. So he would be good for defense or power if you want to use him in that fashion. I'm using him as a mayor, and he can't double as something else while he's a mayor. So I'm going to have to go without. But I think I've got someone else around who I can use for the power station. I just got to remember who that is. Let's do really quickly. Let's gather everyone around. There we go. Gather around. And let's do some scanning here. Teresa is set as a farmer right now. She's got 8 intelligence. Let's go ahead and assign her to the power plot.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, that's established. We're going to go ahead and say, I think that's everything I need to worry about for right now. So let's say go back to work. And then we have no resources, and none of our industrial plots can build because we have no resources. Let's do this. Let's get our caravan plot built. So let's check out what we need for the caravan plot. And it should be, if I hit refresh, it should tell me what I'm missing. It is not actually built, so we can ignore this. Because if it were actually built, it would be level 1, and it's level 0 now. So some part of the bug, there's some bug in there somewhere. But we can say start construction. And we need asbestos, we need concrete, and we need wood. So let's go ahead and gather those resources and come back and we can build this. And then once this is built, the rest of it should be built. So bear with me for just a few minutes. Well, for you it'll be a few seconds. For me it'll be a few minutes. Alright, here we are back. I've got my stuff. So I ended up buying shipments of some stuff, and hopefully I remembered the right things to purchase. So best thing to do when you bought some stuff or brought some stuff is to build the thing you're aiming for first, and then you can put the remainder in the workshop. So let's go activate, start construction, and yes, I remembered everything. So pay and build. And then that converts the shipments into stuff, so you're weighted in. Or at least I'm currently encumbered. And then once this is built, we should be able to access the locker. And actually, I think we could probably access the locker right away. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the stuff I bought, their leavings, into the local workshop so that other places can maybe be bought. Oh man, that's such a slog when you alright, so I'm gonna say I'm just gonna do this manually. Whoops. For that very reason. The ASAMs in the box of ASAM sensors are considered junk items. Still haven't figured out why that is, but if you just do store all junk, they get put in there anyways. I do like the lockers, the logistics locker. They seem to ignore ASAM sensors when you say store all junk, which is very handy. Alright, so while that's building, we're going to look around. I actually want to come over here and show you the city plan menu. We're not actually going to do anything. But once you've got a city plan made, you've got the option to replace or remove. You can even replace the city leader, dismiss the city leader, refresh the city plan, and run city plan power lines. This probably is what I should have done instead of using the workshop. But I think it worked out. Everything looked like it ran properly. So I'm not too worried about it. We can view city details. So Sunshine Tidings Co-ops. We got the co-op basics plan by Strong Swanson, city level 1, population 8. There is no city level 2. The basic city plans do not have leveled. For leveled city plans, you need to get an add-on. There are definitely some out there that I like. There are some out there that are a little iffy. I know Rise of the Commonwealth is one that a lot of people go for because it just sounds cool. It is ported from Sim Settlements 1 though, so as such there could be complications with that, especially if you try to remove the city plan after the fact. It's a lot of scripting, a lot of things that don't necessarily be removed unless you give the program a lot of time to run and find all those objects to remove them. It's kind of a situation where you want to know what you're getting involved with before you start, or be prepared to roll back a save, which I definitely recommend rolling back save, or having a save before you initiate every city plan. So we have our store logistics locker here. I'm actually going to use one of my mods to scrap this push. And that's the Clean My Settlement mod. I just added that to the game, I think, along with Raise My Settlement. I'm not going to show them here because I don't want to mess this place up. We've got everything set up. We've got our caravan set up, so we do have resources. Once resources are being imported, I mean, and once enough get done, we will see what gets built, and hopefully my people assignments remain. I don't know how well that'll work out. We will probably have to check back in with this place a number of times to make sure everybody's settled. Because as we learned in a previous episode, the reassignment syndrome is still happening, where people are getting unassigned or reassigned to the wrong plots. But you can see the food is populating here. And, okay. So, what we're going to do now, because I have a box of ASAM sensors on hand, and we've got a settlement over here that hasn't done anything yet, we're going to come over here in just a second. First, however, I'm going to, whoopsie, wrong menu. I'm going to come into here, and I'm going to say gameplay, city building. We're going to set this back to none, because this city's built. If I change it after the city plan is initiated, the settings should remain. But just because I doubt myself a little bit on that regard, I'm going to run out of the city plan limits and then do it. Or, alternatively, I can pop over to 10 Pines Bluff and then change it, and then we'll know for sure. And then I'll look at the things we need. I just realized I probably don't have the materials I need to build a city desk here. We'll see. We'll try it real quick. Yep, we are missing stuff. Okay, so here's trick number 2. Let's go ahead and come into here. Let's go back to trick number 1. Hopefully this works. I'm going to be very embarrassed if this doesn't work out the way I think it will. Alright, so let's set our involvement to none for this particular plot, because I really don't want to have to micromanage such a small settlement. And then our trick that I just mentioned. If we grab one of our random settlers and tell them to be a supply line, we can bypass the need to go fetch things. So let's go ahead and say link up with Red Rocket, and then that should give us our trade supply route, and then we can quickly build our city desk, assign our unique NPC to that desk, and initiate a city plan. And the nice thing about that is once the city plan is done, our caravaneer, our provisioner, whatever you want to call him, gets reassigned. And we know, I think, it's how it's happened to me a couple of times in the past, but we can check. But what we'll do is we will assign her to our desk. Hollis Baker is now in charge of 10 Pines Bluff. Sweet. And yes, we'll go ahead and tear it all down. And I'll let you guys enjoy the flyover. Pay and build, because we do have our 20 ASAM sensors. I usually prefer not having the music, but it's suddenly occurring to me that maybe I should for this section. So I'll talk a little bit more about the provisioner. Setting up a manual provisioner to a to a place where we've got a caravan already set up is a quick way to bypass needing to travel to get resources. At the very least, we can grab that provisioner and assign them to the caravan plot. It's a very easy and quick way to bypass needing to fetch resources. As long as you've got some place linked up that's got junk, you can usually do it. So we have everything installed here. Wiring is done. We've got people building, even though we've got 0 resources, which is cool. So let's really quick see if we can if she isn't far enough away, we can call her back. Yeah, see? And then we can reassign her to the caravan plot right here. And then all we gotta do is make sure that this is set up with the logistics station. let it build, and we're done here, essentially. We just need more people, and it'll fill itself out. See, we got a settler already from the radio beacon, which is up there. We will, I think, pause here. And we need to go talk to Preston about other settlements that need unlocked. Actually, come to think of it, I think I have one ready to go. Outpost Zimonja, yeah. So if we take that up, we'll go ahead and turn that quest off. Outpost Zimonja, that's the dangerous one. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go take that place, and then I'll bring you guys back in. How's that sound? Bear with me for a minute. Alright, here we are in Outpost Zimonja. I have taken care of the bad guys, and I've been clued into a couple of nice mods that clear out settlements' garbage and detritus, like bushes and things. So I'm going to show you that really quick before we get this city plan set up. So it's called Clean My Settlement and Raise My Settlement. Clean My Settlement allows me to clean up bodies and things. So we're gonna, it also lets you clean up bushes, vines, leaves. So we're just gonna say clean everything up and watch that work. Notice it does not take care of the buildings. That's what Raise My Settlement does. We are not really gonna worry about Raise My Settlement because the city plan construction will take care of that for us. But we do need to get rid of some bodies. We got one here, we got one over here, we got power armor and all. So to get rid of the bodies, we use Raise My Settlement. And down here at the bottom, remove corpses, loot first. I'm assuming that's telling us to loot first, but it could mean that it's looting for us. I don't really need to loot these bodies. I've already done it technically, so we'll go ahead and clear the corpses out, and then in a few seconds it will give us a report of how many it's cleaned up. It does take a second. There we go. Finished clearing 6 corpses. Sweet. Alright, so now we want to set up a city planner's desk. The quest that I have here says build and activate recruitment radio beacon, but that will be taken care of when the city plan is built. So we just need to get someone here, get them assigned to the city planner's desk, and then we can build. So I'm going to go off and get some resources needed, and I'm going to collect a body, or a settler, from 10 Pines. They've got an extra person. So basically we're going to do the same thing we did previously. We're going to move a settler from 10 Pines over to Zimonja. We'll assign them to the city plan. We will build our settlement and then assign them to the caravan plot. Alright, we have what we need. It turns out we had all the supplies we needed already. We just needed to get someone here. So I will go ahead and build the city plan, or city planner's desk, excuse me. We'll go ahead and put it right here, because it's not really needed to put it anywhere specific. And then we will collect this mini nuke really quick. Now we will summon our worker here. I hear them moving. There she is. Okay. So we will assign to the city desk. Settler is now in charge of Outpost Zimonja. And I don't think I've got the ASAM sensors I need, but I can make some through the city planner's desk. Yeah, we're short. Okay, pay and build. Oh, I guess we had enough. Okay. So we'll watch this get constructed. In the meantime, I will say that this is probably where we're gonna end this episode. I wanted to go a little bit further, but I ended up getting a little under the weather and was not able to do more than this. So apologies for the lateness of this video. I wasn't really able to work on anything on Sunday. So the plan is to have this come out Monday night. Alright, so we've got that done. So we need to find our person and assign them to the caravan plot, which is actually, I believe, up here. Last time I tried this, it was up there. So we just need to assign her to that, and then we've got that done. There we go. Okay, right now she's the mayor, but we can assign her to the caravan plot. And then the next, we'll have to come back and assign someone else to be mayor. Actually, we may have collected another settler now that I've got the radio beacon built. Let's find out. Yeah, it says we have 4 people here. They may not... Oh, there they are. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reassign her to be mayor. The city plan, in case you're wondering, city planner's desk, in case you're wondering, is up here. And then we'll grab one of these other guys and set them on the caravan plot. And as you can see, things are already building. We're just going to make sure that this is our logistics one, and then we're set. I think it might already be set. View details. Yep, it's already set to the one we want. Sweet. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll show you what gets built next time, and we'll sit down and look at the settings in the city planner's desk for involvements for each settlement to make sure everything has gone through the way we expect. In the meantime, I do have a Twitch channel where I do more building of settlements. I take a hands-on approach and then plan to do each settlement independently, not doing city plans at all, but just building, exploring what's capable with Sim Settlements 2, maybe exploring some of the additional add-ons for Sim Settlements 2. I also do a Twitch stream where we explore Dragon Age. I got excited when they announced the name of the new Dragon Age game, so I'm doing a playthrough of the original Dragon Age, and I'll do Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition as time passes. So please check me out, twitch.tv/deepdivegaming. I also have a Twitter account where you can follow me and see announcements for new videos coming out. And that's it, I think. So until next time, enjoy Fallout 4 with Sim Settlements 2. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.